Alright, let's jump into this again. Let's see if we can get up another 5 levels, but this time without dying at once. We will see if I can possibly do that. Alright, so probably a big deal of the infinite dungeon is sort of recognizing when to run away and when not to run away. I'm taking sort of thoughtful glance at that type of idea is what I'm seeing ahead of me. We'll see how that plays out. Combat accuracy might be important to get. So we'll get a little bit of that now. Look at this. A little bit of this stuff. As you can see, I'm just sort of throwing points at anywhere and anywhere at this point. It's been a long time since I played the Arcane Blade. Oh, wash out. Whoops, I got stunned. See what generic archer. So not a whole lot to say. The infinite dungeon is, this randomness, so to speak. Looks like the lore does drop though. So human mythic creation. I wonder if there's any infinite dungeon specific lore, or if it's most of it's just the lore that comes from the campaign with that one little pit at the start of the dungeon. Burn that guy alive. Alright, let's check out my stuff here first before jumping in here. Put that on. Alright, so this is a vault with the dragons. It's probably really going to be scary if I try and do this, but... Oh, I got frozen. Not a good place to freeze. Basically going to kill these guys and probably run for it. I assume another big part of this game, this type of gameplay, you'll also be knowledge of the different types of vaults and what I have to sort of expect from them. So, for example, I can expect that there's going to be a lot of ice dragons in this vault, so I probably don't want to do it for that reason, just yet. So we'll stay away from that vault for now. Basically, some hints that I basically read online. You want to basically be able to do the vaults because it'll let you keep ahead of the the curve, the monster curve, for when stuff starts to get really strong. and stuff will get stronger. So you want to stay ahead of it with better items and such. Alright, so that's a cool ability to get at some point, shielding. Let's get strength up a little bit more, I guess. Let's let 28 for now. Boost up magic a little bit. And get this for now. So, some thoughts on my on the the Arcane Blade as it is right now. It's kind of cool that you can now select the the spells you can basically use as the Arcane Blade. That's a nice little fix, I think. And is that a unique? No, that's a rare. It spawned a friendly rare. That's interesting. Does he fight for me? That's interesting. This guy actually fights for me. Or fights with me. I don't know if that's a bug, but it's an interesting feature nonetheless. Dodge that. Alright, this is not on, so put it on, please. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any what you call it, procs. The reason I wasn't getting any procs is because it wasn't on the skill. That looks like a unique. What type of unique are you? You've got... Alright, this is a Marauder, by the looks of it. Okay, interesting. You just use Skullcracker on me. You can tell this from the effect. I guess he's a Marauder who doesn't know where to stay in melee or not. Well, that's it for him. So these uniques you'll basically pop into it every so often. They sometimes guard the doors of the floors of the exits and all that, I think is how they work. So a big part of doing a vault is so you can get the items to basically combat those guys. And I wish there was some good items to drop, but having a little bit of difficulty finding good items. Well, whatever. Let's put that on. Aramata Warg. Yes, I realize I'm using the spell manually instead of this laying of proc, but sometimes it's worth, using it manually. lamp. Alright, what are you, I wonder? You're friendly, of course. Let's blast you with that. Alright, so let's get this next. I'll get Arcane Field. So this basically lets me regenerate mana and gives me more physical and spell critical chance, which is nice. The nice thing about the Arcane Blade is that it's a very simple class compared to many of the other class types, but it makes up for it by being quite powerful in its own right. So even if it, like, it's sort of lackluster in like the amount of type of abilities it has compared to other classes, it makes up for it by its being strong overall. Okay, put this on for more light source. Now, I'm opening chests as they sort of go along because of the fact that it's sort of good to open these chests to find good stuff. Nice. I have to say, that's really cool how you can, like, flame ahead of you like that. Crap, you stunned me. I should probably have this on. I'm gonna put this with the other sustain. I'm gonna put my sustains right here. There we go. Alright, how to deal with this guy? Oh, nothing like Confuse to make my day. I wonder if he deactivated my abilities there. There's Shigaroth apparently somewhere. Alright, something else I need to do is actually activate this when no enemies are visible. That's how I want it to work. Alright, now that I have that ability, I don't need a Mana Surge Rune as much, but it's still helpful to have since I'm making such heavy use of mana. There's a Sun Paladin, or Sun Mage rather. Doink. There's the way down. Here's an Alchemist apparently. Yoink. And Alright, we got ourselves a human sun paladin over here. I'm not yet capable of fighting a level 28 guy, so just gonna run away from him. And I'm just gonna find a way down at this point. I just want to go up there, apparently. No, that's not the right. Oh well. Where did I put the staircase? There it is. So yeah, big part, just, running away, knowing when you don't have a chance. Early on, I guess. Let's put that on. I wonder when the equipment starts to get a little bit better. And there's a skeleton warrior. And a whole bunch of these hatchlings. Alright. There's a little 4 phase door, so I can use that to jump around as I need to. So arcane destruction is actually probably what I'm aiming for mostly on this character. So I'll note that the Arcane Blade, they're sort of geared towards being able to do like critical attacks, which basically let them do stuff like this, Arcane Destruction. I won't worry about it too much early on, I don't think, but it'll be something to aim for eventually. Let's get that up a little bit. Let's get Rush. Interesting terrain. Supercharged Elm Wand of Clairvoyance. I'm going to put that on because that might be useful. Yeah, normally I wouldn't care about trinkets like this, but they might actually serve a point to you make use of in this game. I can do that and dispel darkness in that area. Oh, them dragons. That's not good to see. And zap. That's how dragons are going to die. Line up and die. God damn it. The apprentice mage, she certainly is a handful. To North Bandit. You know, that might have been a good place to use my trinket to basically reveal the location of the bandit. Durr. It exploded on me. Everything dies. will say this. I'm having no lack of ability to level up. There's level 10. And that means I can get myself Earth ability, so let's get investing in this now. So there's Urban Missile. Urban missiles are basically the ultimate type of ability to use, because you basically use it and like just start destroying stuff with it early on. Let's get my cunning up a little bit. Get some enduring fight going. So these would be like my two primary spells for like using, on stuff. But for the most part, in arcane combat, just gonna turn it off. We'll select urban missiles. And now when I hit stuff, I'm just gonna urban missile in the face. Basically, I want to keep my urban missiles for like, smashing into stuff in melee while he's playing to like, throw it out at range. Doesn't seem like it goes on cooldown, does it? So, I'm not sure it really matters which I use. Whatever. I'm not sure you can toggle flame on your Arcane Blade attacks if you have it on cooldown, so... That's right. You can actually use like multiple attacks to this thing, so I can hit them both if I want with urban missiles. Alright, this is a good thing about urban missiles. I can use it on these guys who are immune to fire. So good thing I've got urban missiles now. Bad thing is that they are deadly. Yeah, I really don't want it on cooldown, honestly. Okay, I don't seem to proc my ability when it's on cooldown. Leave for now. I suppose I should investigate to see if I can possibly do the vault. But I don't look like the vaults are actually going to be something I can do for a while, just because it seems like they're made to be like you have to be a little afraid to get into them. Yeah, look at that. All the stuff in there is like deadly. So don't worry about that. That's a cool heat beam run. But whatever. With my normal inventory for now. Ow, ow. There's a brass lantern. That's just 2, so don't worry about it. Hey, look at that. We got the cultists. So I guess it's possible you can get the events with these guys. Interesting. Oh god, looks like this is scary. That's gonna have a room of monsters in it. And normally that wouldn't be too bad, but the problem with that being like that is more so that there's gonna be monsters spawning in that room. Ow, ow, ow. Oh shoot, there's one of these guys here. There goes that guy. Wait, why am I, flame these guys? Because they're... Aha! Yes, this bump. Kill a ghoul there. There's a level. Let's go with more strength. Pick this up. And I don't know what I'm doing over here anymore. More accuracy might be good. You notice I'm being very careful not to attack the cultists. Normally I go after these guys, but I'm not sure I can handle the demon that'll pop out, so I'm not going to mess with the cultists for obvious reasons. But I don't think I can handle the demon spawn that'll pop out. And yeah, look at that. The door is on top of all these monsters, so I have to go through all this stuff in order to get through the door. Oh, look at that, the shade. The shade has popped in. This just became horribly scary. Get away from that. Alright, he's around me now. So yes, the shade. So this is something that can happen even in dungeon. You'll have these bosses pop up like this. I need to get down over here, I guess. So I'm sort of playing with fire here, I'll note, just with the fact that, you know, all these guys can hurt me quite a bit. And then there's this guy running around too, rampant. So he's like 3 levels above me, but more importantly, he can like kill me if he has the chance to. Also, note something by the way, this new update. If you're looking at the shade there, you'll see this main is of course fall. So they've actually updated it so like the monsters will actually carry their weapons. So in this case, the shade is actually using course fall to kill you with. Not too fun. At all. And he's popping out of nowhere constantly. Can I get over here? Well, that works. Sort of. He's right there now. You know, I might be able to kill him if I'm lucky, just like, you know, wearing him down, but it's going to be playing like a really huge game of like, don't kill me. but maybe I'll try. So this is what it's gonna be like fighting this guy. He freezes me. I run away. Then I find him and repeat. Damn, he's right over there now. He's on the other side of this guy, cultist here. Alright, I might be able to do it now. Hit me for some arcane damage there. Yeah, this is how the fight is going to work if I fight him. Oh! Alright, he's above me. Somewhere. Did I kill him? No, he's not dead, but where is he? Alright, so he's almost dead. That's why he's running away now. There we go. So there's my first boss kill in the Infinite Dungeon. So that's kind of cool. I'll put this on because that's going to be an awesome little thing to put on. Now I assume I can probably get down the floor if I don't want to kill him, but if I do that, then I've got to worry about the fact that, you know, I'm forgoing items if I don't kill these guys, these like uniques and such. So I don't want to run from stuff if I don't have to. It's about getting as far as you can, more or less. These guys are now level 11, so they're the same level as me. More cultists. Oh, look at that. We are ourselves Elven Warriors popping out. Oh, wow. There's lots of stuff popping around. I assume this guy can leap too. He does not have leap. Interesting. Oh! Biting Gale. Got a sugar off to worry about, apparently. Ow. There we go. You're dead. And look at that. I found a good sword to basically start using now. Son of a... We got golems to worry about, apparently. So yes, I gotta worry about golems now. That's not something nice about the Infinite Dungeon, by the way. You can basically make use of stuff like this in the Infinite Dungeon. Ow. Eye beam apparently on me there. Oh, look at that vampire. Ah, of course. Damn whores. Alright, these guys. That's where urban missiles pay me dividends, by the way. I just found those guys alone. So let's start getting more urban missiles, I guess. Gonna need more magic, get that going, I guess. And get up a little bit more of that. 3-5 is probably good enough for this for now. Let's get shielding going, I guess. So every damage shield, time shield, displacement shield, disruption shield affecting you has a power increased. This will be worth it later on, when I get like shielding runes and stuff. For now, I'll leave this off because I don't need it just yet. Something hits the cultist. That's interesting. I didn't make him hostile there, so that worked out well for me. Oh. Hey, water ramps and other stuff. There's something right here. Let's go like that. Oh, great. Well, these guys. Pop you with this. Go like that. Never know what's going to pop out of these rooms. You know, in many aspects I like this, like, you know, type of gameplay. It's good as a sort of continuation after you've beaten the game already, so you have an idea what the, you know, the monsters are like that you're fighting. Alright, this is all above my pay grade, to be honest. Alright, where is the exit? Right there. That's it for this level. Move infusion. Set up a sonic shield reducing fire, cold, and light, and arcane damage for this amount of damage. Got a few plates popping in now. More armor might be nice at some point, but I don't think I need this yet. Alright, so get the level 10 of the Infinite Dungeon. That's the first time I've ever done this achievement. So, let's see what this is all about. The Hunter and the Hunted, Chapter 2. Thus began the greatest hunt there ever was. Bran'zyr used forceful coercion and the spilling of blood to uncover the secret of his enemy's hiding place. He tracked Urh'Rok down to the primitive settlement where he had taken the form of one of the lesser races. Bran'zyr rooted him out and came upon him with Madrif in hand, but Urh'Rok, seeing the wrath of the hunter and a terrible sword, became frightful, and he took on the form of an antelope and fled across the Horlo plains. But Brazier ran after and ran swifter and nigh, caught him before they reached the woods of Darmin. There Urh'Rok assumed the form of a monkey and took to the trees, but Brazier tracked him and followed close, overcoming the traps his foe left behind. Then the forest fell away, and they came to the azure sea, and Urh'Rok took the form of a gull and flew over the waters, calling with prideful glee. But Brazier was unfazed and leapt into the water, swimming after the coward god with all his strength. 20 days and nights he followed through the ocean, feeding off fish he could catch near the surface, while Versus beat his wings on the winds above. Not once did Brazier lose sight of his target, and with each passing day Urh'Rok became more and more filled with fright. Finally they came to the far shore of Maj'Eyal, and Urh'Rok fell onto the sandy beach bereft of strength. The plea of all his energy, he reverted to his natural form, short and squat, and stumbled across the sand before falling down exhausted. Brazier rose from the water behind, and in spite of his trials, he stood tall and fierce and marched with purpose towards the cowering god. He drew out the felt blade mounted from his sheath and held it to the throat of his prey. But Urh'Rok, in a last desperate effort, took on a pathetic and piteous form, and wailing and crying, he begged Brazier for mercy, promising to leave all Yael and never return. And Brazier, looking on divine form sunk to such depths, was moved in his heart and greed. But he said in a solemn tone, "Get thee then from this world, which we mortals now claim for our own. Remove thyself from all influence in Yael, and never dare thee to return. But if thou dost break my trust, lest thee be afeared, for then not a breath shalt thou take that it will not be a gasp, and not a step shalt thou take that it will not be in flight. And each beat of thy traitorous heart shall be a pounding of terror, for I shall come for thee, and I shall find thee, and even to the depths of infinity I shall hunt thee without rest, till my hands are on thy throat, and thy life is crushed to dust." And when he spake, the wind fell silent, and the sky turned black, for when a Shotro speaks, so his words become words of power, and they can change the world forever. And Urh'Rok, hearing the words, was filled with dread beyond conception, and forgetting all exhaustion, he immediately took the form of a swallow, and flew high into the sky beyond all sight. Alright, wartime. So, I assume there's probably more chapters to this. But for now, that's basically 10 levels down into the dungeon. I think that's a good stopping point. I'm actually survived this far without dying again. And I'll see if I can continue to do so. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take care for now.